more than 800 million liters of apple juice are produced on an industrial scale, made possible by advanced machinery and vast orchards that yield over 100,000 tons of apples annually. The process begins during harvest season, primarily in October, when apples reach peak ripeness. Harvesting is done using powerful tree-shaking machines that grip the trunk and shake it for a few seconds, causing around 60 kilograms of apples to fall at a time. While handpicking is still used for apples intended for direct consumption, these machines can shake over 100 tons of apples per day, making them essential for industrial-scale juice production. Once collected from local farms, the apples are transported to processing facilities, where operations run at full capacity from September through November. Upon arrival at the factory, apples are immediately processed no more than 24 hours after harvesting to ensure peak freshness and flavor. Massive trucks unload fresh apples into the factory every hour, where the fruit begins its journey through a carefully controlled, high-speed production line. A conveyor belt carries the apples to an initial inspection area, where recycled water washes them into 4 water channels, and any leaves or farm material are removed. The apples are screened for quality, with damaged or spoiled fruit discarded. The remaining apples are sorted by size, color, maturity, and overall quality. High-quality apples are critical for producing flavorful and nutritious juice, while defective ones may be repurposed for compost. Next, the apples undergo a thorough cleaning using brushes and pressurized water, followed by temporary storage in silos under controlled temperature and humidity conditions to preserve their freshness. After storage, the apples are transported to washing stations, where they pass through rollers and are scrubbed to remove dirt and residues. A disinfection process follows to eliminate microorganisms like bacteria or fungi. Then, the apples are rinsed again with clean water and left to drain and dry. Once dry, they move to the peeling station, where machines equipped with blades remove the skin to avoid any bitterness and ensure a smooth, clear juice. Peeled apples are then shredded in industrial crushers with rotating blades, spinning at 1,500 revolutions per minute. This creates a soft puree ready for juice extraction. The crushed apples are then transported through long pipes to massive maceration tanks, where the mash rests for 60 to 90 minutes, allowing enzymes to work effectively. Afterward, the puree is pumped into a powerful hydraulic press that holds 9 tons of fruit and uses 288 filter sleeves to extract juice while trapping skins, seeds, and stems. The remaining solids or pumice are not wasted. Instead, they are heated to produce methane gas, which is converted into clean, ecological energy used for vehicles and appliances. The extracted juice, though cleaner than before, is still cloudy and is sent through multiple filtration systems to remove fine particles and improve clarity. At this stage, rigorous quality checks are conducted to assess sugar content, acidity, and flavor. Adjustments are made to balance the taste, and natural preservatives may be added to extend shelf life. The juice is stored in refrigerated tanks to prevent microbial growth and then undergoes pasteurization. This involves heating the juice to Y-90 degrees Celsius for a specific duration to kill harmful microorganisms. After pasteurization, the juice is rapidly cooled and stored again in cold tanks. To ensure uniformity, the juice is homogenized by forcing it through narrow tubes under high pressure. This creates a consistent texture and ensures even distribution of ingredients. Once the juice meets quality standards, it's pumped into filling machines. Smaller juice packs are filled at a rate of 100 per minute, and straws are attached using hot glue. Bottles are filled and sealed at 120 bottles per minute, maintaining hygiene and freshness. After filling, the containers are sealed tightly to prevent contamination, labeled, and packaged for distribution. Thanks to pasteurization, refrigeration, and modern bottling technology, apple juice can be stored and enjoyed throughout the year. From the tree to the bottle, the journey of industrial apple juice production showcases an impressive blend of agricultural science, engineering, and food safety protocols, all designed to deliver the crisp, refreshing taste of apples to millions of consumers worldwide. Remember how gummy bears were the go-to candy as a kid? Small, chewy, colorful, and always there when you wanted something sweet. But then, things got a little weird. Suddenly, they weren't just fruity. They were sour, spicy, caffeinated, even glow in the dark. Gummy bears started small, both in size and in origin. In the 1920s, a German candy maker named Hans Riegel was sipping coffee when inspiration struck. What if he made a candy shaped like a bear? Something fun to chew and simple to enjoy. That spark led to the creation of the first gummy bear. Hans lived in Bonn, Germany, and named his company Haribo, an acronym from Hans Riegel Bonn. The original gummy bears were far from the rainbow-colored lineup we know today. That signature chewiness is part of the appeal. Gummy bears don't just taste good, they feel good to eat. They're the kind of candy you can pop in your mouth without thinking, yet still enjoy every single bite. So what exactly goes into making a gummy bear? The ingredients may seem simple, but they work together in very specific ways to create the perfect candy. The base starts with sugar, typically sourced from sugar beets or sugarcane. This gives the candy its sweetness and texture. Next, homies, glucose syrup, often made from corn or wheat, which keeps the gummy bears soft, smooth, and prevents the sugar from crystallizing too quickly. Then there's gelatin, the most crucial ingredient derived from animal collagen, usually from pigs or cows. Gelatin is what gives gummy bears their bounce and chew. Citric acid, often derived from lemons or limes, adds a tangy bite that balances the sweetness and enhances the fruity flavors. It also helps preserve the candy by lowering its pH. Flavors, whether natural or artificial, are then added, typically fruity ones like strawberry, lemon, lime, orange, or raspberry. These are paired with matching colors: red for strawberry, green for lime, yellow for lemon, and so on. The colors can come from natural sources like beet juice, spinach, turmeric, or from synthetic dyes. Together, flavor and color create a complete sensory experience: taste, smell, sight, and even touch. Companies are increasingly sourcing ingredients from farms that follow ethical and eco-friendly practices. That includes organic and non-GMO ingredients, responsibly sourced gelatin, and plant-based coloring. Once the ingredients are ready, they're measured and blended to form a smooth, thick syrup. First, sugar and glucose syrup are dissolved in water and heated to the correct temperature until the mixture is fully liquefied. Once the gelatin is incorporated, the citric acid is added, followed by flavorings and colorants. The syrup ready, it's time for molding. The hot liquid is poured into molds shaped like tiny bears. These molds are made from food-safe silicone or metal and are set up on conveyor belts in large industrial factories. Pumps or nozzles fill the molds carefully to avoid air bubbles or overflows. After the molds are filled, they're transferred to cooling chambers where they begin to solidify. The cooling process can take several hours, and it's vital to get it just right. Too fast, and the bears may become brittle or rubbery. Any gummy bears with bubbles, cracks, or irregular shapes are removed from the line. To prevent sticking during packaging, the candies are often coated in a light dusting of cornstarch or powdered sugar. This coating also helps them maintain their soft, bouncy texture. Next comes the drying process. Gummy bears are moved onto large conveyor belts and passed through drying tunnels with carefully controlled humidity and airflow. This step is critical for texture. Too much moisture, and the gummies stay sticky. Too little, and they dry out and become tough. Drying, the gummy bears are ready to be packaged. They're funneled into automated machines that weigh and sort them into bags or containers. Packaging materials are designed to be airtight and tamper-proof, protecting the candy from humidity, contamination, and light damage. Each package is labeled with nutrition facts, ingredient lists, expiration dates, and brand information. And just like that, the chewy little bears are back on store. The chewy texture, bright colors, fruity taste, and playful shape combine to make gummy bears more than just candy. They're a cultural icon. From kids to adults, everyone seems to have a soft spot for them. They're available in sugar-free, vegan, organic, and even vitamin-enriched versions today. So, the next time you pop a gummy bear into your mouth, remember, you're not just snacking. You're chewing on a bite-sized piece of history.
If you enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates. Share your thoughts in the comment section down below.